have one or two. Good morning, viewers. From home and abroad, the show's perspectives. I am Yinka Kenny, your host as usual, and I have with me Aviv Abdul in the studio this morning.
Yes, good morning, viewers. As usual, we bring it to you live and direct news in a relaxed mode.
Exactly.
So sit back and enjoy the jolly good ride.
Exactly. You know that if it's happened, it's happening, or it's been talked about. The complete gist is here on the show. Yes, and you know, we try as much as we can not to be too serious.
Exactly.
No
Break
matter,
it down a little.
Yeah, breaking it down a little bit. You know, like what's in the news now is the coronavirus.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
The coronavirus, and last week we were talking about it, and was it last week we were talking about?
Upper week, I think it was 2 weeks ago.
And we're talking about it. We hope it won't get to Nigeria. We hope it won't be. And unfortunately, lo and behold, someone just imported it, just as if free of charge. Just imported it into our country.
We can hope, we can pray, but the most important thing, like I said then, was to be prepared. And
let me give our viewers this joke this morning. This morning I've had this cold since...
You had what? You had what?
I've had this cold since last week. No, before it got imported.
Okay.
This is last week. You say
you still tell me your movements throughout the period that guy got into this country. If you are anywhere near the airport, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my God! And you know, actually, I know the cause of my cold. I think I did some dry pepper, and I was too close to it. So since then, I've had this cold and you know, been sneezing and all that. And usually, when I'm stressed out, I do have Qatar and everything. And this morning I didn't take a cab when I was coming. I went with a public transport, and from Secretariat to this place I took a cab, and I had people with me in the cab. And on the radio they were talking about coronavirus. Lo and behold, I sneezed. Oh my God! Lo and behold, I sneezed, and everybody was like, Wow. It was quite embarrassing. But having said that, you know that we try to break everything down in a relaxed atmosphere here on the show. But I tell you, it's a serious business. Like when I was sneezing, I had my tissue paper with me, and I sneezed into my tissue paper, which is the right thing to do. We're going to be telling us a lot about this menace. It has become a worldwide
pandemic now.
Yes, menace, and we're going to be telling us things to do, just like the Ebola case. Honestly, I really plan to bring in one of the medical practitioners that is involved in trying to help the country with the coronavirus, but for reasons beyond is control, because the outbreak is fresh in the country, and they are trying to really contain it, and he couldn't make it, you know, to the show. It could have been so lovely to have but we believe that sometime, you know, we'll have him on the show, and
eventually we will,
by the grace of God. By the grace of God. But we ought to tell us that there are some little things that we ought to know about the coronavirus. We have little here and there, you know, care. That we should take things like washing of your hands, which is so paramount.
Yes, washing your hands is
even before now. It has become a reflex for me. When I finish my makeup in the morning, I go to the kitchen, I wash my hands. And I remember there was a particular day my daughter was asking me, she said, Mommy, why do you have to wash your hands after applying your makeup? I said to her, because you know, I have the powder and everything. I just have to wash off any dirt that would have you know, I could have taken in my hands, because you never can tell. You go out, you want to eat something, you want to. And she says to me that, but you still have your sanitizer that you use most of the times. If you have to eat something and you are not with your with water to wash your hand. I said, well, you cannot be too clean. You cannot be, you know, you cannot be too careful. That was even much more before coronavirus. So those of us that washing of our hands is a part of our lives, I don't think we'll have a problem. You know, even now, I think we'll just have to intensify it. And those of you that washing of hands is not a part of, why are you laughing? I didn't mention anybody's name here this morning. I'm just trying to give out information to Nigerians. So I'm just trying to give out information to Nigerians. Please, please try and wash your hands as much as you can.
But I think we need to say this, that the coronavirus is not a death sentence, actually.
No, it's not.
People have recovered. It's not like once you have it, then it's death. No. We've had 83,000 cases. 2,800 have died out from it. That's about 2.7%. So
which is very minimal.
Yes,
one life is important.
Yeah, one life is important. But what I'm trying to say is stigmatization should not happen, because before you know, if somebody sneezes and you start, ostracizing, let's get information. There's no need for panic. It is dangerous. It is real, but there's no point panicking. The important thing is to be informed, well informed, and know what to do.
And you see, the Italian that imported it, so to speak. He did well.
He brought Tokumbo.
Honestly, Tokumbo Corona. You know, he did well to have, when he noticed that the second day, when he came back, the second day he was feeling ill. And having coming from Italy, you know, Italy is one of the, after China, is one of the, is the country that, after China has the highest cases of coronavirus. He presented himself, you know, for, unlike the case of when we had the Ebola case that
Taylor.
Yes, that Sawyer, that he did. In fact, he even wanted to discharge himself.
Yes,
you know, but he did so well too. And I think so far we have been told that he's stable. He's stable. We want to believe that. Our medical practitioners.
Yes, I think from what I gathered, the COVID-19 that he has is one of the less virulent. It's less virulent. You can recover if detected early. It's easy to recover. And then there's one other guy that brought himself forward on Twitter. He's still being investigated, though. That he said he was the cab driver that took him when the guy came to Lagos.
No, I don't think that story is not. It's not been confirmed, so you can't just give out that information. That has not been confirmed, because that's the story flying all over the social media, and I don't think it hasn't been confirmed, so we cannot dwell on that. Well, the Lagos State Governor Sanwo-Olu, Governor Sanwo-Olu, is that Mr. Governor?
Yeah, Mr. Governor, not His Excellency. Remember, please.
Mr. Governor. He has said that there's no cause for alarm. That's for the entire Lagosians, that there's no cause for alarm. We should not panic. Then we should be careful about the information that we give out to people, so that we don't allow people to start running helter-skelter. This morning, what we want you to talk to us about is that, do you feel Nigeria, Lagos, should it be Lagos or Nigeria as a whole, do you feel we are prepared to contain this epidemic that is now our reality? Do you feel, reality. What's your perspective? Do you feel that we're really prepared for this coronavirus? Do you think that the force at which Ebola was contained, do you think coronavirus will be contained at the rate at which Ebola was contained? You can be a part of the show. Call in. The number to call is 09067575 260. The number to call is 09067575 260. My director, please roll the number. Thank you very much. So call in. Let's hear your own perspective this morning. Let's know what you feel. If you think Nigeria is prepared for this menace. We know that a lot of states, different state governors, they have been doing their own bit to curb these menace. We know that Sanwo-Olu also, he has kicked off major moves to stop the spread in Lagos.
Yes.
And from reliable sources, some people say that before now, that Lagos has been, much more than prepared
from
for.
the history of,
Yes.
of Ebola, Lagos would be better prepared. And we should also look at states that have international airports. It's very crucial.
Like the River State, like the Federal Capital.
Capital Territory. And, the deputy governor was saying that they have 100 beds ready.
Yes.
Right now we still have only one case, so it's not really stretched
Yes,
yet. We pray that this one is curtailed and there is no spread.
Yeah,
so
we have 28 persons has been quarantined.
Okay.
Yes, 28 persons has been quarantined. That is from what we gathered. And Lasot.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Yes, thank you for calling. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
We have to
What's
thank
it?
Almighty God. My name is Alhaji Abdullahi.
Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Agege.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hear your perspective.
Yeah. We have to give thanks to Almighty Allah that the first discovery was made in Lagos or happened in Lagos. If it were to be my own state,
Which is your
would have
state?
been.
Which is your state now?
Let me not just hide it. I'm from Kogi.
Okay.
You see, Lagos is well prepared. Lagos is technically different in all ramifications. Every front, Lagos is highly prepared. You understand now? They don't allow the problem to arise before they rise up. They need problems in the board. Lagos is technically different. Let me use the word of everybody now. You understand now? If this discovery was made, or this happened in all these other states, my brother would have been talking about the speedy spread. But look at it now. When the news came up, Lagos is already on ground. Everything, all hands on deck.
Thank you very much. So you feel that Nigeria...
Lagos state government, let it continue like that.
Okay, you feel that Nigeria as a whole is not prepared, but Lagos State is prepared. Is that your perspective?
Other states are sleeping.
Okay.
Other states are sleeping. That's why they are transferring their problems to Lagos.
Thank you very much. Thank you very So his own perspective is that Lagos is prepared, but Nigeria as a whole is not prepared for this menace. Okay, hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, please do well to call us back. Well, we understand that even the Oyo State governor is also doing something. At least,
too.
yes, Oyo State governor has constituted a committee of a number of people to monitor the outbreak in Osun State. Hello, good morning, and what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning. I'm calling from Ikeja, Lagos.
Thank you for calling in. What's your perspective, please?
My perspective is that I want to even advise Nigeria not to even be talking about Ebola virus, because coronavirus,
Corona.
because this problem is not our problem. So we should not even pray for that. The insurgency we are facing is even enough for us to reason about that one.
Coronavirus is in Nigeria. I'm sure you are aware of that.
You say?
Coronavirus is in Nigeria. I'm sure you are aware of that.
Is in Nigeria?
Yes.
I don't believe it. It's not our problem.
Okay. Maybe you didn't hear the show from the beginning. Please listen.
They should not have to get. They should not have it with us. For us, it's not our problem. We should
okay.
for something better to discuss about.
Thank you very much. Please listen in on the show, and you get more information. I thought I mentioned it. Maybe he didn't.
Yes,
he wasn't listening
well,
very
probably
well.
he didn't believe. He said he doesn't believe it.
Oh, really?
That's what he said.
Well, believe it or not.
In reality, it's
Believe
here.
it or not, we have coronavirus in Nigeria, but the government says that they are working on it and they are on top of their game.
Yes.
And some governors also, they are on top of their games also.
Yes, they just have to be. We have no choice.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is David calling from Yanakaga.
All right,
Okay.
what's your perspective this morning?
Yes, God bless you for the program.
Thank you.
Here in Nigeria, we don't believe things will be happening, okay? It's only God that can save Nigeria. This because we are talking about is something that China should not be able to come. You understand?
Yeah.
Something that other countries that have entered, they should not handle it. I heard of a country that their ambassador or something got affected. And I thought we are people crying. You understand? So this is that kind of a sickness. I mean, in Nigeria, is in Lagos, and people don't want to laugh. Second last one has said that Lagos is prepared and Nigeria as a whole is not prepared for what? What are we talking about? It's a sickness that is killing the whole country. And they cannot do anything about it. I'm just praying that God that saved us from Ebola. You understand? It was not that Nigeria was prepared for Ebola. It really worked for us.
Okay, thank you very much.
We cannot do anything about it. But I pray God as well to come in and help area in any way he could. Because this sickness is something that is terrible, it's so terrible. You understand? It's so terrible. I don't pray that it enter Lagos. I don't even pray that that thing begins to spread. I know it's in Lagos already.
Thank you very much. Well, that's his own perspective. You know, Nigeria, we are religious people. We believe in so much prayer. But even the Bible says, watch and pray. And faith without works is dead. We cannot say, thank you, my director, for putting that up for me. We cannot say that God is watching over us and we throw all the caution to the wind. It's not. So it's here, and they are doing all they can to, you know, combat the spread. And we say thank you to the, and those are the things that you should be aware of. No, avoid too much close contact. My colleague was saying something about intimacy. I say, hey, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Just avoid close contact. If you have to sneeze into something that is disposable, so that you can finish sneezing. When you finish sneezing, you dispose it. And any other precautions, Abib?
I just also want to say that it's not like it's particularly airborne, but it is carried in droplets.
Exactly.
So if you are a bit far from even the person sneezing, it might not likely touch you.
Yes, and I think the distance is 5 feet.
Yes.
5 feet. We were told the distance is 5 feet. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good morning. We can hear you loud and clear.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, I'm calling from Alabama.
Okay, what's your perspective? Quickly.
Yeah, this is what I want to comment is concerning the sickness in Nigeria, and the one you're looking at all the sicknesses, I believe that so known from Nigerian citizens. But all this kind of Nigeria, well, think our federal government look on it and know how they can prevent to avoid many people to contact sickness.
All right, thank you very much. Well, Nigeria is doing its best to combat this menace that has taken us up.
Yeah, exactly.
So, any other thing on coronavirus? We keep talking about coronavirus, and we believe that we will. The good thing, like Abib said, is that people have been recovering from it.
Yes, people have recovered.
So,
many have recovered.
And a very important thing, no self-medication.
Yes.
You feel sick, please, because if it is detected on time, you have a high risk of recovering. You have a high chance of recovering. I'm sorry about that. You have a high chance of recovering. Please, no self-medication, not at this point in time. Let's pick one more call. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Shaga.
Okay. Quickly, what's your perspective this morning?
What I want to know, how far is it that Nigeria have at least the work to get everything back to the supposed to do? And do you think all states are away and they have got orientation on what to do?
Okay, thank you very much. Nigeria has been, they've been preparing even before now, at least so far that we understand. And that is why when it came into Lagos State, they've been able to do what they are prepared for. And all the states are being educated about it, and I can tell you that even medical practitioners have been, all over the states trying to do what they know how to do best. I think that's the last call we can't take this morning. Time is not just a friend of ours on this show.
We have in offices, they provide sanitizers. You come in, you use your sanitizer as you go in, hall floors, and people are actually doing, their bit. We may ask for more, really, but then I must say that preparing doesn't necessarily mean it won't come in. Preparing is you are being proactive. That's just what it's all about.
Break down that proactive.
You are prepared. I'm still going to use that word, prepared.
You are looking, you're looking forward to it, that it might come. So when it comes, it doesn't meet.
Yes, you have your plan for when it comes.
It doesn't catch you by surprise.
Exactly.
That's the word I'm looking. Here we shouldn't speak too much grammar. What we say is that we bring the news to you.
Information is power.
We break it down to you so you can understand, what we are talking about. Right now, we don't ever leave the studio without telling you what's going on the social media. And social media today, I tell you, most people are talking about coronavirus. And this morning I'm going to start with Mark Ginger. That's a friend of the house. Mark Ginger is saying that he's just trying to assure Nigerians that the current MD of Infectious Disease Clinic Yaba Lagos, Dr. Abimbola Bowale, is a veteran IPC personnel. He was our team leader during the 2014 Ebola outbreak in Lagos. He led from the front. First Nigerian doctor to volunteer, was trained by WHO, and he helped train the rest of us. So he's saying that we should not panic, that Lagos is on top of his game and Nigeria is on top of the game. I know that Mark Ginger was one of the doctors that really fought against.
And he was here on the program.
And he was here on the program. Okay, Adi, what do you have?
Yes, still on the coronavirus. This one is from Chikwe Ihekwazu, and is the Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. And it says, we are dealing with a new virus. There are 47 countries that have reported at least one case. A case is not a sign of failure. Nigeria Center for Disease Control was set up for situations like this. We are working 24/7 with relevant state governments. Please avoid rumors and panic. As facts, not fear.
Exactly. Please, because Nigerians, a lot of things, I'm seeing so many things on social media. Please, let us avoid rumors, please. Also, Femi Fagni Kayode is saying that let's set our difference aside and stand as one to fight this evil plague called coronavirus that has afflicted our shores. The federal government must be proactive, and we must do our part and pray. May God defend our people and protect our shores. Amen.
Yes, still on coronavirus, Ikuku, Malaysia, something similar to what Kakeni experienced. And he says, sneezed on the way up to my dad's room, and I had him stand up and lock his door. Now he's pretending he's not in.
Oh my God! Kingsley Moali is saying that the coronavirus will eat the world and national economics hard. Most important for us in Nigeria is the public health response. Despite a weak public health system, our response to Ebola was heroic and effective. I hope it will be same with corona. I trust. I believe also.
I pray so too. And moving away from the corona this time around, this one is from Adonis Deuce. It's talking about SARS. And it says, today, SARS officials were harassing a guy, telling him to enter their bus. About 20 passers-by took their phones out and started recording the whole thing, saying, if you take the boy away, we have your number, your faces, and they left him. Omo, he sweet me that.
That's a good one there. Okay, HMB finally is saying that the rate at which some guys picked ways and left when a Chinese entered a restaurant today. I was still forming James Bond when I heard another Igbo saying he's having malaria. I gently, quietly left too. And that's all we can take on the show today. Time is never our friend on the show. But I tell you, you can connect with us on social media, on Twitter at Say Perspective, on Instagram and Facebook at Watch Perspective. You can also like and follow me on my page at Yinka Kenny World. That's on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Instagram and Twitter at Yinka Kenny 1. Abib, we have to leave.
Yes, we have to leave. No panic, no fear. Let's be careful. Let's be cautious. We'll see you next week.
And please be careful of the news you spread. Make sure you got your facts before spreading the news. Till we come your way on the same station, same time next week. I remain your host, Yinka Kenny is my name. Thank you.